Donald Trump, the supposedly racist, says thank you to African Americans, Hispanics, and Asians for helping him to win the 2024 presidential election. Watch this.
To the Black and Hispanic communities, I want to thank you for the tremendous outpouring of love and trust that you have shown me with your vote. We set records, and I will not forget it. I've heard your voices in the campaign, and I look forward to working with you in the years to come. Today is Martin Luther King Day, and his honor, this will be a great honor, but in his honor we will strive together to make his dream a reality. We will make it.
I thought this person was a racist person. A racist person doesn't thank people he or she doesn't like. It's unheard of. The thing is, race hustlers out there, and in case you don't know what a race hustler is a person who constantly keep pushing this narrative of race and us against them, and they don't like us, and we don't like them, and they don't like us. And first of all, let me just say this. Race is a Western construct. It just came into manifestation about 200-300 years ago by evolutionists, Darwinists, who cataloged the human diaspora into different categories that they called race. Why didn't they catalog the human diaspora into tall people or short people? See, no one asked these questions. Why didn't they catalog the human diaspora based on eye color? But maybe it has something to do with what was going on during the time of the theory of evolution, and I'll leave you to research that. I'm not here to talk about that. Race hustlers are people who are constantly bringing up this narrative that there are racist people out there. And the fact is, yes, there are people out there that don't like you, and you don't like them, some of you. Does that make you a racist because you don't like white people? I've seen it on both sides. The thing is, there will always be people out there that just don't like you based off of whatever. You're too fat, you're too skinny, you're too tall, you're too athletic, you have so much money, you don't have a lot of money. It's just hatred. There's hatred in the world. And we're never going to be able to eliminate all hatred, at least not right now. Because the only way that a person can be free of hate and bitterness is if the Son himself, the Lord Jesus, sets that person free. The only way that can happen is if a person loses their pride and allows the Lord to come inside of their heart and do the work that he wants to desperately do. The Lord wants to heal you from past bitterness and past pains that's causing you to hate yourself, other people, for whatever reasons. So I don't subscribe to Donald Trump being a racist. I subscribe to him maybe being ignorant in some things, and I'm ignorant in some things, and he just needs to be brought into the light. Doesn't mean he has a bad heart. Yes, there might have been some things he did in his past, but I see it as a person evolving, just like me. Because if you rewind my past and you go back 15, 20 years ago, I was a less complete person than I am today. And I'm still on that path, on the journey of becoming more and more like the prototype, the proton, the Lord Jesus. I'm so glad that the Lord apprehended me many, many years ago. And he's still doing a work in me and adjusting my heart and correcting things that I've held on to and thought was right and is not right. But that's exactly what the Lord does. Once he apprehends a human being, he doesn't always do the work all at one time, in one day, in 1 week, or 1 year. Sometimes it takes years. And for me, I know it's taken many years for the Lord to readjust some things, how I was thinking and what was in my heart. Okay, I'm digressing. There are race hustlers out there that want to keep the narrative of race and offenses going. They need this because they want to have a platform or because they're trying to manipulate the masses to vote or think a certain kind of way. They depend upon us, African Americans, this group and segment of people in America, to vote with them based off of the police shoving some black man or Hispanic person in the backseat of a car because they got riled up and they got angry or fear or nervousness or because they just don't like each other. They have profited off of race baiting for so long. The thing is, what I want to say is what Dr. Martin Luther King said many years ago. He doesn't want to be judged on the color of his skin, but on the content of his character. The thing is, the truth is, there are people out there that think just like me, that don't look like me, vice versa. And I'm looking for people who think like me, not people that necessarily look like me, because there are people who look like me that don't think like me. And I think a lot of African Americans during this election cycle, they realize that there are a lot of conservatives out there that think like they think. And Trump was voicing what he thought, and it was resonating with so many people that don't look like Donald Trump. Because in the end of the day, like I said, we are resonating to people who think like us, not necessarily look like us. I mean, there are people that look like me that do some heinous stuff out there. I don't do those things. And there are people that don't look like me that are doing heinous stuff, but I don't do those things. I gravitate towards people who think like me, not necessarily people who look like me. Now, I know by safety, by a safety net, that we are going to go look for people that look like us. I mean, like if you go to a new school or college or job, the first thing you do is you're looking for people that kind of look like you. But the bottom line is eventually you're going to get away from people who don't think like you. I don't care how they look. So I digress. I don't believe Donald Trump is a racist. Race hustlers, they push that narrative so that they can keep us divided. And they were hoping that an entire group of people would just vote lock, stock, and barrel a certain kind of way with them based off of race. I don't know. What do you think? Why don't you go ahead and take the time, leave your comment. At this moment, I would like to go ahead and thank the 489 new subscribers that have subscribed to my YouTube channel on YouTube, Zero Ambiguity. I want to say I thank you for that. I appreciate all those people who are interacting, whether you're subscribing, just watching, viewing. A lot of people leave comments now. I appreciate you out there. Until the next time, this is Paul with Zero Ambiguity. I'll see you.